I'm here with the beautiful Takalove, who I haven't seen since Great Spirits Ranch.
It's great to see you, Ken.
Yeah, and what are you doing here? What's all this stuff?
Well, I'm with John Riley.
Hi, John. Hey, Zach.
Mr. Z, presenting live stream technology and the Oculus. Really, this is the inventor. Really incredible technology. This is a energetic amulet with ancient Egyptian alchemy formula. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like having your own personal light bulb, energetic light bulb.
Wow. Oh, and this is, I remember this from your party.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Have you met this before?
I have, yeah.
Do you hear that?
Is it on right now?
Yeah, it's radiant energy.
I don't know if I shouldn't touch it with the camera. I might.
I think you can. I don't think it disturbs.
Can I touch it with the camera? It might fry the.
No, you might hear a little buzz in the mic.
Yeah.
There you go. Later.
It doesn't hurt the camera.
Yeah. All right. If you say so. Here we go.
Oh, I've done it too many times.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good. And this is the inventor here eating. He does have to eat. He's not a true breatharian.
No, there's too many good foods in there.
You know, I think that's absolutely right, isn't it? Why would you want to be a breatharian with all this delicious
We've done that
food?
before. Why do we want to?
Yeah.
We're not supposed to do that.
We came here to be human.
Right.
Yeah, and be informed, right? Yeah.
I just got my sense of taste and smell back. Yeah, I'm not going to become a breatharian because of that.
Yeah.
You know, well, a lot of people don't even realize that we go through neurological diminishment in our senses of smell and taste over years.
Yes.
It builds up on us.
And we actually lose our sense of thirst and wind up
Well, we
getting
lose our
dehydrated.
sense of pretty much anything. We go.
We're senseless.
We go to the basic reptilian brain to just eat, consume, to be alive.
Yeah.
We lose the enjoyment of life and the experience of food.
Yeah.
So when we were kids, remember when a kid eats it, they're like, you know, and, they're just reactive.
Yeah.
I'm back at that point where every bite now is completely articulate. And I realize it changes everything because you eat less, because your sensories are stimulating everything. And you're not, and because we bypass all that and we wait for the stomach to say, I'm full. And by then we have way too much going on. But when this turns off, you're completely, you know, satiated. You're happy. And you didn't overeat.
Now, you just got back from Egypt.
Yeah.
You were there for the solstice?
Yeah, we were there for the 12-12-12-21.
Oh, 12-12.
Yeah.
12. So you went
12-21 cycle.
Yeah, you went from 12-12-12 all the way to 12-21.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was great. Down on 12-21, we were at Dashur at the Red Pyramid. I think you might have saw my timeline picture of the alignment of the sun and the pyramid.
I did. A beautiful picture of you and your daughter, too. Is that your daughter, right? I got that right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What a wonderful treat.
Yeah, it was a beautiful experience. We pretty much had the country to ourselves. Only the ones that were truly called, allowed no obstacles to be in their path. So it was a very graceful trip.
Very cool.
We went to Tahir Square and did a video on 12/11, I think it was.
Well, I honor you for your great work.
As you.
Yeah.
You went all the way to the Antarctic, if I recall.
I did, yeah. I was down there.
Meditation.
Yeah. We all had our places to be, right?
Oh, by the way, thank you for saving the world, Ken.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you for stopping the poles from shifting.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was my duty. Yeah. It would have sort of ended the world as we knew it, yeah.
And I know why you went to Antarctic, because you're afraid of polar bears.
No, because it was summer. I knew I had to go to one of the poles, and it was like, okay, it's 80 below zero up in North Pole. It's 30 degrees in the South Pole. I think I'll go south.
Yeah, there you go. No, you're afraid of bears.
I am afraid of dogs, but I probably would be afraid of bears.
What is it? The Atlantic or the Latin term for Arctic is bear. Antarctic is no bear. Did you know that? That's why penguins are down in the Antarctic and they're not in the Arctic because they need food.
It's just delicious.
Yeah. But Arctic is bear, the Antarctic is no bear.
Wow.
As well, the theory that Antarctica is the location of the lost Atlantis.
I felt that energy of like millions of extraterrestrials.
They found fossils in Antarctica with carbon dating of ferns that were from 2 million years ago, 100,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Ones where, it looks like Antarctica was originally at the equator. It was a large.
That's all that tectonic plate movement.
Warm, global,
where it's all moving
exactly.
around.
So
Yeah.
about, I think, around 17,000 years ago, they're talking about,
Yeah.
that was about when the shift happened.
Very
So
cool.
it's interesting. Who knows? And it's all under 3 million miles of ice.
It's a mile and a half of ice, and the older the ice is, the more blue it is. I learned.
I can
So
imagine
that was an interesting phenomenon.
Purer aspect.
But I want to know about Egypt. So Egypt, what were you feeling over there? Because that was an important. That is like the anchoring in of the whole star system energy.
Well, when we understand the planetary alignments that happened earlier in the month on December 7th, I think that was a representation of the pyramids, the pyramid fields in Giza
Yeah.
were in alignment to Orion, the belt of Orion. And so that was a kind of a cycle for a new energy event that's happening on the planet. And when we went there, I've been 6 times in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So that feeling when we got there felt like a whole new cycle. It's like the energy is completely different than it has been. And our last trip, it was at this climax. And that's where the people, the revolution started. So when we start to see that, this escalation into the new paradigm shift, and we can feel it and measure it in the temples, that there's this beginning energy, this new cycle that's starting again.
Is it love? Is that what it is?
It's a much higher vibration.
Yeah.
Much higher vibration. Yeah, he's got a lot of chi, by the way. I was gonna let you know about
So
it.
much, I didn't even.
I've been watching
I
him all
don't know if you actually think I actually touched him. I think he just put my
You probably don't
hand
have
in
to.
there. That was
He's got a large force.
amazing. Yeah. That was between people touching, so we can actually do a.
So yeah, that was a pretty in the observation.
Yeah.
I went there to hold the space for my daughter as well. Because she was in that illusionary entrapment.
Well, you're this incredible inventor. Did like some new downloads come to you for new things that you're going to be inventing, or?
There's always information. I process so much in regards to the creations of technologies.
And you do it cool,
Yeah, well, we have to decide which ones we're going to pull in
Yeah.
and bring forth on the next level. And I guess in the higher guidance is that I still had work to do here before I could venture on, to develop other technologies. When I was in Egypt, I had an amazing email from a South African elder saying that Nelson Mandela wanted us come out and to
I remember that on
present the
Facebook.
technology.
Yeah.
So that was amazing.
Yeah.
And so I had a couple of phone calls while we were there.
Wow.
And so it's amazing what they're doing on a humanitarian basis. They've made that decision to look for the next paradigm shift for the highest humanitarian outcome on this planet.
Did you take any of these 0-point devices with you?
Not yet.
To Egypt.
This year I took no technologies except for ourselves.
Right.
So this is the first trip that no technologies followed me. But I had 2 technologies already there waiting for me. So we utilized those from amazing. So and it's about connecting the dots, showing with my Egyptian family there, we brought the technologies there last year to help them connect another piece of the puzzle. Because they were talking about the energetic values of the different materials that the Egyptians used when they built the temples and the pyramids. So we take the radiant energy field generators, and then they put the different elements, and energy shoots out of them.
Yeah.
And so they were so blown away. They said, "This is such a huge piece of the puzzle. We could show it to people now." So when I went in there, their eyes lit up, and they said, "You have no idea how many people are so happy that you brought this here, and now we can show them the differences of the energy accumulations in the different elements." And when we start to combine them, exactly what the Egyptians understood.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
exciting times.
It's an honor to know you and just keep up the great work.
Oh, much gratitude, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
We're all here. We all.
It's fun.
We're
It's
all
meant
here
to be fun.
as a collective.
Yeah, and your son is so cool too.